I am fixing to tackle replacing the cables on my rudder system on my Yukon, and I'm going to turn on the air conditioner. Didn't think I was going to need it, but I'm already sweating. Already. In this video, I'm going to be freshening up my 25-year-old pre-owned Yukon Expedition. For those that may not be aware, the pre-owned Yukon Expedition is a 14-foot, basically whitewater kayak that was developed by the Pre-Owned Corporation, which is a German kayak company, for an expedition down the entire length of the Yukon River. Mine is 25 years old and needs a little bit of love. I was introduced to the pre-owned Yukon by a YouTube channel called River Kings, and Pete Beck knows quite a bit about the boats. I will share a link to his YouTube channel right here, and specifically I will share a link to the video where he does a review of his pre-owned Yukon right here. Alright guys, we're out here with the Yukon, pre-owned Yukon Expedition. We're going to be doing a little bit of work on it today, getting it ready for a big trip I've got coming up. Probably the biggest trip definitely the biggest trip I've ever made. Maybe one of the biggest trips I'll ever make in my life. This is a lifetime trip. But I'm gonna get this, do some work on this boat. You can see I've got some round mounts for mounting cameras, GPS, that kind of thing. I'm going to be working on getting these mounted. I also have some new straps and things that I'm working on, and I'm going to show you a little bit about why I'm putting the new straps on. The straps that are on here are old and they're real brittle, and you can't adjust them. Excuse me. You can't adjust them very effectively, and so we're just going to go ahead and replace those. Got started on that, got a little bit more work to do, making some new ones with the not a sewing machine, it is a thread injection machine. Sounds a little more manly. Pete Beck with River Kings is actually the one that introduced me to these boats. And I looked for one for years, wanted one, and it took me about 3 years to find one that I could get to before somebody else did. And they actually, thanks to Austin with Side Trail Adventures, he spotted this one for sale down here in Alabama, close to me. I was lucky enough to get a hold of the guy, went down and got it. It was weathered, I guess is the word for it. It had always been stored inside of a boathouse, but it had never been cleaned. It had never been washed or anything. And so the stickers are in pretty bad shape. I got the hull cleaned up. It was looking much better. It was very, it's almost like an oxidation on it. But I got it cleaned up, got it looking good. Let me find the stuff here that I used. Protectant, the 303 protectant, and I've got a thing of 303 cleaner somewhere. First I washed it with car wash, then I used the 303 cleaner, off surface cleaner, cleaned it real good, let it dry, then I came back and put the protectant on it, and it really looks much better. It's still, I mean, it's not new, it's a 25-year-old boat. This boat was made in 1998, so it's 25 years old. I'm getting ready to take a lifetime journey on this trip, that's why I'm doing all this maintenance to it. So this is a 25-year-old boat. You can tell by looking at it that nothing has been done to it in 25 years as far as maintenance. No kind of no straps replaced or anything like that. So I've got some new straps for the hatches. I've got some new neoprene hatch covers coming, and I've already replaced the seat. I've already done some work on the seat. I'm going to be replacing the straps. I'm going to be putting ram mounts on it, customizing it for what I need and what I want, and I'm going to be putting some new decking, deck rope on it. So these boats are unique in that they have a plastic cover, but underneath that plastic cover they have this neoprene cover that makes the compartments waterproof. This goes on, these come up, snap these closed, and ideally you could pull this and it would tighten this up. Now these are so old and dry rotted and everything, they won't tighten up. So I'm replacing these straps, removing these, and then replacing the webbing straps here. Okay. Now the reason I'm doing that is you see how loose that is. Last road trip, last time we carried this thing out, look at there. It just slides right out. And I nearly, as we were driving down the road, I nearly lost this. When I got to where I was going, it was hanging like that. And so I nearly lost my cover. You can get replacement covers. I had to get one for the back because the back one was already missing. So let me show you how to get these straps off. Alright, so inside on the back side of this screw is a lock nut with a little vinyl washer. It's a 7mm. So I just put my, where are you? There you are. Put my socket on there and just very slowly, very gently I'm gonna reach up in there and pull that vinyl washer off so I don't lose it. Pull the screw out. Put the vinyl washer. Whoop. Put the vinyl washer back on. Start your lock nut back on. And then I'm laying all of these in the cup holder of the seat. And that way I won't lose any of them. Alright, so we finally got the thread injection machine working like it should. I had to recruit some help. Shannon knows a whole lot more about sewing than I do. Thread injection, not sewing, thread injection. But we got one hatch done. I'm gonna put the straps on the front hatch here in a bit. Okay, So I decided to investigate a little bit. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to replace these cables, and I believe after doing a little bit of investigation, looking at that, yeah, I think I need to replace those cables. Back again. Had a little bit of an interruption yesterday, had to leave unexpectedly, but I'm back. I am fixing to tackle replacing the cables on my rudder system on my Yukon, and I'm going to turn on the air conditioner. Didn't think I was going to need it, but I'm already sweating. Already. Excuse me. I'm going to turn on the air conditioner because I'm already sweating. Didn't think I was going to need it, but I am going to need it. I'm going to try to get the rudder system repaired today. Right here is where the cable exits the hull of the boat to come out to the rudder here. It attaches right here. As you can see, it's a little bit rusty there. So I took an air hose and I blew all the rust out, and I am actually going to go to either end and spray a little bit of WD-40 inside the tube. My hose, my new cable that I'm putting in is vinyl wrapped, so it should preserve it and it should let it slide better in there, but I'm going to squirt just a squirt or two of WD-40 so it just kind of goes through and loops up the tube. There it comes. Trying to get my rudder lines the right length. Whoa! We about went down. I need to turn that one around. Alright, that's a whole lot better than she was. Woohoo! Putting just a dab of Loctite. Come on, focus. 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 There we go. Just a dab of Loctite on here. Whoa, hey. I said just a dab. I think just a little bit more, just trimming a couple of pieces and stuff like that. We'll be done with the rudder cables. Whew. Need to be sure and cut the right one. But alright, I am going to go ahead then and work on getting these round mounts mounted. These are, I'm going to rivet them in because I don't want to screw them in and have a screw sticking out in the bottom to hang on things like, legs of dry pants, legs of dry suits, or any bag or anything I might need to stuff back in here. So I'm going to rivet these in. I'm going to drill me a hole. I've got it marked here where I want it. You can see the collar. The boat rocks a little here because it's on this stand. So I'm putting the washer on the underside, and that will help to spread out the load on the plastic. Okay, so I crimp it up, slide it back down, crimp it up again, slide it back down. I don't know what just fell. Crimp it up, make sure it's pretty straight there, the way you want it. It didn't break off as smoothly as I hoped it would. So now, make sure it's lined up good. I'll go ahead and drill this next hole just through the carrier so I know exactly where it'll go, or through the round mount, and then I'll repeat the process. So, rivet through the hole, put a washer on the back side, rivet gun. Alright, I got all my round mounts mounted. This one up here will be for my GoPro Hero 7 that has the large battery pack. It's going to be pointed forward, and hopefully it will be recording pretty much all of the trip. This one will be for, right now I'm planning on it being for my DSLR. It will set up pretty high to get over the deck bag that will be mounted right here to these. This will be, I've got a Hero Session that I can put on a smaller mount and turn back toward me, so if I want to talk to the camera or whatever. And probably won't be using this camera a whole lot just because people get tired of seeing this and they want to see all that. I get that. And then this one will be for my inReach, so I can stay. All right, let's just start up here at the front. We'll look at all that we've done. Good thorough cleaning. Polishing, waxing, not waxing, but protectorant. We put on new deck lines on the front, round mount for the camera, tether, new straps, new deck mount. Would love to get some new stickers, but you know, that's kind of a low priority, just to be honest with you. But it would really make it look a lot better. Round mount for GPS, tether, probably the DSLR will go here, another tether, another round mount for another computer. Come inside, see I put the Wilderness System seat bottom in, Wilderness City, Lord have mercy. Wilderness System, and it is adjustable. I've got it on a strap there. That has always been a problem with this coming up like that, so I'm gonna have to address that. But moving on back, deck line on the back, new straps, and come on back and you'll see that we have put new cable, complete with new hardware, with just a little bit of Loctite on there, just to hopefully keep it from coming loose. So we pretty excited. I'm gonna probably have to do some adjusting, some trimming on that. That's why I didn't cut it out of the way. I'm tempted. Need to do some more studying on this, because it rides up like that all the time, and that gets annoying. And thought about putting a pad eye right here but I want to make sure that it will be out of the way of my skirt. Thought about putting a pad eye right here and just letting it swivel through that, but I want to make sure it'll be out of the way of my skirt. So anyway, all right, real excited. Push comes to shove, I can load this up and carry it to North Carolina next week. Probably gonna have to, but I'm excited. So here on the front, I've added some deck lines with some pad eyes. I've added a round mount for my Hero 7, GoPro Hero 7. I can get about 7 hours of record time out of this. I have to change SD cards every once in a while. I put new straps on, new pad eyes up through here. I removed the cargo net, put a Sea to Summit, I never said Sea to Suds, put a Sea to Summit deck bag, moved back here, and I've put some round mounts with some pad eyes for tether, so all of this will be tethered in. Right now I have my DSLR mounted here. May use that. I may go with another GoPro. Right here, I got it on the long extension to get it up plenty high enough over this. I think I could come down with a little bit shorter one, and it would take care of some of the wobble. So we may be doing that. Down here, mounted on the short, is my inReach, and then my end cab, I guess you'd call it. This will be a Hero Session 5. Pointed back toward me. Move back here. I put the Wilderness Systems seat pad in. I put the Wilderness Systems adjustable, and I've got it adjusted through a strap here. I can pull it. New deck cord on, new pad eyes, new straps. Put a new cover on this one. Came all the way through and ran new cable and hardware for my rudder system. And here on top is my Voltaic solar charger. This is 20 watts, and it will run through and come up here and plug into a waterproof box that I'll have right back here in the back. Hopefully that'll give me plenty of power to recharge all of this stuff so that you guys can see a little bit about what I'm getting to see going down the river. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys. Alright guys, we are going to do a quick little video, or a quick little segment here about the food for the big trip. I am trying to keep this simple. Okay? Oatmeal for breakfast with coffee. If you've never used these, they're pretty good. I'll put a video link right up there. Coffee singles, simple. You boil your water, put these in like tea bags, you're good to go. This is a Sawyer mini squeeze. I have one of these as well as a Be Free and a bigger Sawyer. For lunch, sticking with the simple, I have tuna packs, chicken packs. I have one for each day and an extra. This is what I typically eat when I'm at school for lunch anyway, so this will be fine. Got these little missiles, they're called. I have two of these. Here we go. These two have creamer and creamer, sugar and sugar. And this is just for my coffee, so that should go right there. And then for seasoning for my suppers, I have garlic salt, and some Frank's hot sauce powder. Snacks. We'll get over here to suppers in a minute. Snacks. Chocolate chip Cliff Bars, peanut butter to go, white chocolate macadamia nut Cliff Bars, and I will probably pick up at least one more pack of sunflower seeds to munch on the way down, as well as these Jack Link's beef and cheddar, or beef and cheese. The good thing about these, they do not have to be refrigerated, so they work pretty good. For my cook system, again, guys, I'm keeping this simple. I'm boiling water, I'm pouring it in, and that's what I'm eating. Just because I don't want to have a lot of trouble. I want this to be a simple, good trip. Jetboil Mini Mo, it's got a lot of good features. Separate cup. We'll go over this later. 2 canisters. 2 canisters of fuel should be plenty for 5 days. 2 long handled spoons. I've got this little fanny pack, just a cheap little fanny pack, but my plan is each morning to take a lunch pack and my snacks for the day and put in this and lay it in the cockpit of my boat, of my kayak, so that I do not have to go back into the bear canister. Okay. Suppers. Okay. We're going to be on the river Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Get off the river on Friday. It's 6 days. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 meals here. It's going to be more than enough. I'm trying to mix it up a little with different brands and things, because I know that some people, myself included, sometimes the Mountain House meals can be a little irritable. I picked up this bear canister at Unclaimed Baggage. You can see right there. Hold to Another Universe. That's pretty cool. All of my meals are going to fit in that, and then I'm going to have a smaller sack just for all my snacks. Now, they say you don't have to hang a bear canister. I don't want to take any chances. So, just a cheap little Atwood bag that I've had for years and years and years. It doesn't seal up very well anymore, but the bag is still in good shape. So the bear canister fits perfectly in there. So the plan is to put the bear canister, all food, everything in there, roll it up, snap it, and then use these hooks to be able to hang it. We shall see. Alright, so that is the food. Alright, so we have all of our meals, spoons, spices, and most of our beef and cheese sticks in the canister. It is about to be sealed up. And ready to go. Alright, another little thing. If you've never used these dry compression bags for things like sleeping bags and clothes, Sea to Summit, I have several of these. Love these things. This thing will pack down. This has, inside of it, it has gloves, socks, my toboggan, my flannel shirt, my base layer shirt, my long sleeve shirt, and my puffy jacket. It's all compressed down into this, and this is waterproof. Now another little tip I'm doing here, because I'm packing this 3 weeks before time for the trip so I can carry it on up to North Carolina. Well, I'm gonna forget what's in each bag. So I got these cheap little luggage tags, and I'm writing on the front cold gear, and then on the back has listed what is in, you know, what cold gear is inside of there. Okay, and I am just going to attach it. These are just regular little dollar luggage tags from Walmart, and I'm just going to attach it right there. And now 3 weeks from now, when I get my boat out in the Yukon, I'll know what's in this bag. Alright guys, I am going to walk you through what I think is going to be the pack out, the load out of my boat. I'm getting ready to go ahead and carry my boat up to North Carolina, and I'm going to drop it off with Mitch with Cross Paddles crew, and he's going to be driving my boat and my camping gear to Whitehorse, Yukon Territories, Canada. And I'm going to be flying up to meet with him and the rest of the guys, and we're going to be taking off for, I think there's 4 of us. We're going to be doing about 185, 190 miles on the Yukon River. Mitch and some of the rest of the guys are going all the way from Whitehorse to Dawson. We're getting off at Carmax. They're getting off at Dawson City, and I forget how many miles. It's going to be a journey for them. I just can't get off work that long. But I've got my boat set up really, I feel like, really well. And I'm going to walk you through and kind of do a load out of my boat. I'm going to take everything out, and I'm going to put it in my big box over here, get it ready to carry to North Carolina. All right. So let's start with what's on the deck. On the deck, of course, I got my bilge pump strapped on here. That joker shouldn't go anywhere. I got my deck bag. Inside of my deck bag, I have a repair kit with a multi-tool, new cables in case somebody's cables break, rope, epoxy, cable ties, just all kinds of different tools like that. I also have my necessities such as toilet paper and wipes, things like that, so I can get to it real quick here. Let's see. I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting something. This is the Sea to Summit Solution Gear Pro Deck Bag, and I really like it because it's got, appears to be water resistant zippers, but then inside it has its own dry bag. Extra sunglasses, oh yeah, sunscreen, insect repellent, and some of that stuff. Okay, so that is the deck bag. I think I'm going to have enough room over here to squeeze a water bottle under there, so that may be a thing. Okay, now I'm going to take this deck bag off real quick, let off over here to the side, and show you how these were existing. These aren't, I don't guess they're really called pad eyes, but fasteners, and so it literally just slides off. And then to keep from losing it, of course, you're going to want to put it back on immediately. Come on. And then just snap it back in. Now I'm going to put this across the top of my cargo, my DeWalt toolbox that I'm going to be carrying everything in. Now I also have room in this to put extra SD cards, camera mounts, things like that I might need quick access to while on the water. Let's start at the back where we got the bigger stuff. So on top we have our Voltaic charger, solar panel. It will connect to a box that I have not put in yet that will go behind the seat. This is just connected with these bungee straps. It's meant for tarpaulins. And then at the back I've got just a GoPro tether cable to give it a little rigidity. Alright, and so the way I'm hauling these, keeping up with all these cables, or these bungees, is I am just literally dropping them onto the tether. Dropping them onto the tether, and I'm keeping them organized that way. And the solar panel just folds up. Now, it is not going to North Carolina, it is traveling up with me. Okay, next I have, I'm not sure if this will actually be the spare paddle, but the spare paddle will ride right here. So let's pull this out, because on a trip of this magnitude, you always, I mean, you really need to carry a spare paddle. Okay. Oh, and I should say right here, all that's in here in the cockpit is my skirt, spray skirt, and I've got my dry suit here compressed into a compression bag. Okay, neoprene cover, pop that loose. So right here on top. This is my UL1, Big Agnes UL1 bikepacking edition. Has short 12-inch poles. It's really light. It's supposed to be about 2 pounds. So next, just stuff down here in the side. I've just got some little cheap inflatable pillows. I just bought those off of Amazon. Next, out of the hole. This is my spare clothes for a 5-day trip. I've got some pants, several different things like that. Just spare clothes, spare underwear, socks. This is my 18-degree Sea to Summit down sleeping bag. I've got it compressed pretty solid. This is my food for the week. Yes, and I've got it. This is just a cheap Atwood bag. It is a bear canister in there and an earth sack in there. The bear canister is holding all the meals. The earth sack is holding all the snacks. And I will be hanging them together via this 350-pound carabiner. Okay, this is my hammock, my underquilt. This is the spreader poles and some tent stakes and things for my bug net on my hammock. This is my cold gear in a compression bag. When I say cold gear, I'm talking base layer, socks, gloves, wool socks, gloves, boggin, puffy jacket, things such as that. This is a little fleece sleeping bag that I'm carrying just for a little extra. And this is my Agua Canyon Boreal 21 camp saw. And all of that came out of this back hatch. Front hatch. Again, we got the neoprene cover. Rain gear right there on top. Sleep mat for if I use the tent. Umbrella, just in case. Hatchet. Another Sawyer water filter. My kitchen. My Helinox chair. Hammock straps, ropes, a little air mattress to sit on, a little air pad to sit on. Unigear community tarp. This is not going to be the one that goes over the tent. I mean, it goes over my hammock. The one that's going to go over my hammock has not arrived yet, but I'll have room for it up in front of my feet if I need it. This is going to be for the community tarp in case it's raining. We can set it up and I'll have a place to sit. My little table, it's a little Amazon special. My lights, this has my rechargeable Bushnell. I'll put a link right here to it. It's got a Lucy light and 2 headlamps with batteries pulled out of them. This is just a medicine bag with Advil, Biofreeze, that kind of thing in it. I just packed this bag and I don't remember, I just packed it. I didn't. Oh, this is more, I've got handkerchiefs, nose spray, some leg cramp medicine, things like that in here. And that's it. I think we're about ready. All right. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys. Carrying me somewhere. Where are you carrying me to, babe?
You're actually carrying.
Well.
Where are you going, babe?
I am taking the Yukon expedition on a Yukon expedition. By this time, you've seen the video of my Yukon restoration, where I did a lot of work to my 25-year-old boat. And the reason I was doing the work to my 25-year-old boat was because I had a very big trip coming up. This is really, I guess, the second leg of that trip. Because the first leg probably would have been the trip to North Carolina to carry everything to...
that was just prep.
Okay, so this is the first leg of the trip. We had a little prep trip where we carried the boat and all my gear. You saw the loadout video. We carried all the gear and everything to Mitch. So we are on I-40, about 9.5 miles from the Tennessee line, headed back from North Carolina. And we just stopped at a rest area. I think we need to start a whole series of little shorts on reviews, rest area reviews. That one was clean. Yes,
wrecked it.
In the men's too. Somebody had but it was clean.
I think it was the men's. It was smelling. It wasn't the women's.
It was clean, but somebody had just violated that bathroom.
Raked it.
But that happens. I mean, that's what a bathroom's for, I guess. And Mitch and Jack loaded everything up in the trailer, and they had a enclosed trailer, and they drove from North Carolina to Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada, dropped off the boats and everything, and then Mitch drove on to Dawson City, and he made it back via plane to Whitehorse, and they are currently seeing the sights in Whitehorse. This is Friday evening, about 8 o'clock.
August the 11th.
August the 11th. I fly out from Atlanta in about 12 hours. Little anxious. I've never flown internationally. Never flown by myself. Never checked. Never checked a protection from wildlife.
Oh yeah, because
You can't say that word on YouTube. You really can't. So, but we are carrying. You know, I will be carrying some grizzly protection in the form of bat guano and lead. So that's a whole new experience for me. So yeah.
Trip of a lifetime.
Definitely trip of a lifetime.
Well, like for Brad's video.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to do something like this ever since you was a little kid.
Yes, I have. I've always wanted to make a trip like this. I really don't know that I'll ever get the chance to do something like this again, which is why, you know, I'm doing it. So it's a big deal. It's a big trip. Big trip. Atlanta Airport. Got through TSA. No big deal. Even flying internationally with let's see what else got done. Currency exchange. That was a new one for me. So we've got about 9 o'clock. About 45 minutes still before we load. So just kind of sitting here chilling. Good morning, guys. It's our lovely abode at the Yukon Inn in Whitehorse. The rest of the guys came in at least a day ahead of me. Well, I think some got in yesterday. Got the Mountains and More going on YouTube. Just a little room with a gear bomb going on, just trying to sort things a little bit better so that when we do get to go load our boats, it will speed this process up a little bit. Just a little room. But it worked well. I slept good last night. Shannon and I were just doing the math. I had from the time I got on the shuttle in Atlanta until the time I got off the shuttle here in Yukon, 21 hours of travel yesterday. A little bit of a temperature difference in Whitehorse and Pisgah, Alabama on August the, I guess today's the 13th, yeah. A little Yukon Inn. Very, very nice. I like it so far. Seen a lot of canoes. A lot of canoes. Seems to be this is more of a canoe river. And y'all know me, I love a good canoe trip, but you know, we wanted to bring our, that was part of the deal, was bringing our Yukon kayaks up here. I got about a kilometer to walk to get to where we're supposed to meet for breakfast, and best I can tell, it's in that direction. This appears to be a lovely little town. Gosh. I just gotta show you. Look at this. I don't even know what to say, except, oh my. Look what I found. Few things I've noticed is, oh, there's a bald eagle. There's a bald eagle. You can't see it. There's no way you can see it on the GoPro. It's just flying right up the river, right beside me. Freaking cool. Whitehorse has an extensive trail system, walking, biking, and people are using it. This is cool. I love this little town. Now, I probably wouldn't like it a whole lot in January. Well, I was going to video you videoing us.
Oh, sorry. Let's all video each other videoing each other.
It's better. The lights.
Yeah, the light's better from your angle.
Any more coffee?
Yes, please.
Well, as Mitch just said, we've made it this far. Is that good stuff, Mitch? All right, we're headed to Canoe People to get our boats loaded, I think. Shane, right?
Yep.
Okay. This is Shane Cooster.
Shane Cooster, you got it.
And your channel is?
The River Paddlers.
The River Paddlers. Right. I watched your video a while ago. I've talked to him online for years, I guess, but we're just meeting in person.
And super excited to get this trip started.
Yes. Mitch, Jack, Tim, and Brian. Now, how are you related to Brian?
Brian's my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are gone to get some stuff, and then they ate breakfast with us. We met for breakfast. Canoe People doesn't open for 2 more minutes, so we should be good. But this river, she be rolling. But this river, she be rolling. Now then, the Houdini is to get all of this packed into that little thing. There we go. The sun's probably in your eyes, but coming up on your right side, Mitch, if you don't care to reach and grab that. It's just laying there in front of the, you see the yellow?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I wish I had my skirt on back there.
Did you get some water?
Yeah.
I put mine on, but I hadn't covered it over yet.
Yeah, I got mine on, but I just didn't have to see it. I wish I had my skirt on back there.
Did you get some water?
Yeah.
I put mine on, but I hadn't covered it over yet.
Yeah, I got mine on, but I just didn't have to see it.
Whew, I'm actually hot right now. Bald eagle right here, right over your head, Rob. Rob. Oh my gosh. Rob. Hey, did you not see that? Oh, you're Jack. I couldn't tell who you were. You literally had a bald eagle right over your head. It flew up and lit in a tree right beside you. I got it on video. I was yelling Rob. I couldn't tell. Technology's great till it ain't. Old Jack was messing with his Garmin. Didn't even hear me yelling. Of course, I was yelling the wrong name. I was yelling Rob, but had a bald eagle right over his head. Come up and lit in one of these trees. I think I got it on video, maybe. That was cool. That was darn cool.
Ravens. The ravens are as big as turkeys, aren't they?
Yep. Maybe that's straight. I have legitimately lost count of how many bald eagles we've seen.
Cakhin, I believe, river that hits the Yukon here. We're about 11.3 miles into our trip. Been paddling for about 2 hours, maybe a little more. So we're doing pretty solid on the time, and so far it's just been just smooth sailing, good current. How you feeling, Brad?
I'm digging it, man. How about you?
Oh yeah, definitely digging it. Definitely digging it.
There's somebody putting in a boat right there. At the foot of the bridge.
Yeah.
I know you won't be able to see that, but there's a bridge over there. I know some people will think this is ridiculous, but I think this is pretty cool. Oh, teepee. I didn't even see the teepee. Pretty cool. So it's really kind of surreal that we're here. And so I was just looking around and was just like, ha, y'all, we're actually here. We're about 12 miles, nearly 13 miles into the paddle before it really hit me that we're here.
It's like
We are
yesterday morning.
here.
Yesterday morning, I was in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, let's see. 45 hours ago, I was teaching 7th graders. 45 hours ago, I was teaching 7th graders about agriculture. So, I can't, I'm still just in awe. So these pylons are from an old gold camp. Pretty cool. Wood duck boxes. I never really thought about them having wood ducks in Alaska. I always thought you're supposed to have those about 100 yards apart, though. I don't think those are wood ducks. The holes are too big for wood ducks. Turn bad in a hurry. That was bad. We got out in the middle of the lake and the wind picked up big time. I could see the roof of the cabin over here. I yelled to the rest of them and told them I was headed to the cabin. I don't know how many of them are headed this way. It's got me out of most of the wind and waves. Looks to be they won't mind. I was getting concerned. Look up and there's a seagull right here, right beside me, just coming over my head. I didn't get it on film. I don't think the front camera got it. But it was like, you know, whew, big relief to see that, just calming. And then it started getting even rougher, much rougher. And just before I got into this calm water, an eagle flew across the front of my boat. I think maybe it got it on video.
Allow me to explain a little bit here about what happened. If you noticed earlier in the video when I put in the captioning down there to note my spray skirt, I was wearing my spray skirt, but like a dummy, I did not have my spray skirt sealed. I did not have it attached to the boat. So when we get out onto this lake and the wind is coming over my left shoulder, some of the waves were high enough to wash over into my boat from the backside, and I was filling up with water. I did not get it on video, but I pulled up beside Tim and Shane and said, hey, I've got to get to shore so I can empty the water out of my boat and I can attach my skirt before I swamp. So I take off to the shore. They follow me to stay with me, and this was totally my fault. I was unprepared, totally my fault, and it ended up causing a little bit of animosity among the group because some of the others felt that we had just taken off and abandoned them out in the middle of the lake, and that was my fault. I apologize. I explained to them what happened, but it did cause a little bit of friction.
Get over here where I'm not about to get washed into you. Whew. Man. This is a whole lot better with the skirt on though. So what we're doing right here, me and Shane kind of riding the corner here. Giving him a heads up when the big waves are coming, because he's got to be ready for it. So we'll ride the big wave first, and then we let him know big waves are coming. We've been kind of taking turns doing that this whole stretch. So he doesn't have a spray skirt. He's in the sun now. We're still fighting the waves. Whoa, here comes a good one. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Some good ones there, Brian. Oosh, there's a good one. I was starting talking to Brian. It surprised me. This isn't near as bad now that I got my skirt on. I'm not, you know, it's not great, but it's not near as bad with the skirt on. There is a camp back in here, but I don't know if this, I don't know.
We ended up doing 22 miles on the first day. 13 of it was in the first couple of hours on going along the river. The remaining 9 was across the lake, and that remaining 9 took us at least 5 hours, probably closer to 6. It was a very rough paddle. Lots of wind, lots of waves. It was a rough paddle. So rough, as a matter of fact, that when I made it to camp, I didn't even get my cameras out. I didn't even take a picture of camp. I didn't video any. I pretty much went in, changed clothes, set up my hammock, and went to bed. I don't even think I ate supper that night. It was a very rough paddle. We went to bed that night and hoping that the wind would settle so that the next day we could make some more time. Unfortunately, we were kept up all night by the sound of crashing waves as the wind roared all night. And so we woke up the next morning to much the same. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys. Morning, day 2. So if you notice, I'm dressed a little bit differently than I was yesterday. Hopefully I'm a little more prepared for what's to come. Hopefully. So goodbye to campsite number 1. Hello to 20 miles of La Barge. Whew. Come on. There we go. I know this is going to get rougher as we go. But hopefully we can get off this lake today. We're hoping to make it off here today, but we've got about at least 12 hours of good paddle light. Whether we'll have 12 hours of good paddle conditions, I don't know. I know
know it's early, and I know that sun's probably like right in your eyes. You probably can't even see me, but while I was thinking about it, and it's early, but I wanted to brag on how well this boat has handled these rough seas so far. And this is basically a sea. They compared it to coastal paddling yesterday, and I can see Phil really needs, for this, really needs a larger 17-foot, 18-foot sea kayak. It's designed to take over these sweepers. But we're doing what we're doing. We're just doing it slow. Right at 2 hours on the water. Wind's getting rougher. Sea's getting rougher. I'm trying to stay back here with Brian, but I can't even paddle at this point, and the wind's taking me faster than, and I'm still leaving him. I mean, all I'm paddling is to keep from getting swamped. Try to get around this point right here. It looks like it's pretty treacherous, but I'm just letting the wind take me at this point. I'm using the rudder and the paddle just to keep from getting swamped. They are doing. I don't know. I can just barely catch a glimpse of the glint from their paddles from Shane and Tim, I think it is. Shane Kuster and Tim Simpson. Jack, Robin, Mitch are gone. Almost 3 hours on the water. And we've caught up with, we think it's Shane and Tim. Yeah, Shane and Tim. We don't see the rest of them. Shane is giving us hand signals. A little hard to figure out what he's trying to tell us, but hopefully we can get there. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think he's wanting to go between the gap of the rocks, go behind those rocks. Alright, this could get interesting. It looks like it's a lot calmer once we get around these rocks, but
Woo!
Pull you further up?
Yeah, if you don't care.
No, I have work right there. Good or more?
Unbelievable, man.
More?
That's good. Thank you. Well, we just stopped. Took a little break. Regrouped a little. Well, anyway. Oh, yeah, you ain't even looking at me. There we go. We've had a pretty rough morning. How long have you been recording, I wonder? Oh, great. We've had a pretty rough morning, but we're getting there. We'll be all right one of these days. I'll turn you off, save you for when I have to have you. We're heading back out on the lake. It's been pretty tough. We stopped. We paddled for about 3 hours. We were averaging about 2.5 miles an hour. Here we go. Corner. Found Mitch and Jack and Rob waiting on us. And there was some discussion about the fact that there's not any good campsites between here and the river, which is 20 miles or 19 miles. I thought we had 19 miles this morning, but apparently we didn't. So they say the river's 19 miles from here. There's not any good campsites. We're only making, with the canoe, we're only making about 2 miles an hour. So 2.5. So we probably am not going to make it to the river tonight. It would be great if we could, but even if we make it to the river, it's a good ways in before there's any campsites. So we decided it's only 12:30. We need to press on, try to make some miles, even if they're slow miles. So we may be sleeping on a rock somewhere tonight, who knows, but so I've deployed the sail. Wind's still blowing, but it has died down quite a bit. I wouldn't have put this up. The wind was still blowing as hard as it was. It's died down a good bit, so I want to see if it would help me. Got to pay attention to what I'm doing though. Time we go. We had a little break. We're all sick of this lake. All right. See how this goes. Pretty daggone smooth, if I do say so myself.
thinking we got roughly 11 more miles of this, which is more than I want to think about. We're just making about 2 miles an hour, so you can do the math on that. But tomorrow will be a better day, as far as we should get off the lake tomorrow with a little luck, and then hopefully we can make it to get on the river and start making a lot better time. This has been miserable. I don't think there's any other way to put it. These boats aren't terrible. I mean, they can handle it. They can handle it well. But they're not designed for speed on this. And it just takes a while. Hey, look here, Pete, I want to show you something. River Kings. A little Yukon water. Struggling. Need to be off this lake. It is whipping my tail. I'm not 100% sure I didn't go to sleep paddling back there a while ago.
I take it and I proof it down to 93. And what I found was I was putting about 125. Well, ethanol does not taste the taste of the air. It's the water
Camp, day 2.
that grabs the taste of the air.
So,
but anyway,
we got a band of heavy rain coming in a little bit, and so we're trying to get boats secured, and
sometimes, yeah, sometimes I do.
everything
I don't do it on
in
the
the
steady basis.
dry.
I put them out in the shed.
Okay,
I would
so show you around camp. This is my setup. I'm in the hammock. I'm the only one in the hammock. Everybody else is tenting, but I can carry you out and show you the shoreline here. Oh, I gotta get my clothes. I've got clothes hanging up over there to dry. I gotta get them in because it's supposed to rain.
Those rocks are hard to walk in.
That just may be our rain. That's where the wind's blowing from. All right. My boat is over there. It was a rough couple of days paddling. This Lake Labarge. Oh yeah, you can see the rain right over there. I'm going to get in my hammock, put my clothes in, get in my hammock. This is Lake Labarge. It's this wide all the way down, and it is 30 miles long. We got about 2 miles around the bend here, and we will get back into the Yukon River. But right now, we got to go batten down the hatches, or finish battening down the hatches, because she's raining right over there, boys. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys. Morning, day 3. So the short trippers have decided to separate from the long trippers, but the long trippers are probably going to catch us, but we'll see. Oh, son! Tightened up my rudder straps. She's like a different dang boat, boys. So we knew that separating could be an option. We had discussed it quite a bit before the trip, because we short trippers had to be off the river on Friday. The long trippers, as you know, you've already heard, they had several more days to travel several more miles. The average worked out to we needed about 40 miles a day as short trippers, and that would allow us a 0 day. They were only needing to make about 30 miles a day. Following the first 2 days, we were over 30 miles behind schedule, and that was just the first 2 days. We were getting worried about making it, because we didn't know how the rest of the trip was going to go. We didn't know how the rest of the river was going to flow. We felt like once we got in the river, things would go smoother and a lot faster. They did. Things went much smoother once we got on the river. We made much better time, as we felt like we would. We had gotten together, short trippers, and talked about the fact that we did not want to feel like we were pushing the long trippers. This was their trip of a lifetime as well. You know, they had worked very hard to get there and to do everything to get to go. We didn't want to feel like we were rushing them and they weren't getting to enjoy the trip as much as they should have. So on day 3, we made the decision to go ahead and pull out a little bit earlier than them and push a little harder. I think we covered about 12 more miles than they did on this day. We were trying to stay in touch through inReach, but that, you know, as you'll see in next episode, that didn't always work as well as we had hoped. What we may have to do is I may have to text any information to Shannon, have her send it to Missy, and Missy send it to Mitch. This is Rob.
Hello. Wish you were here.
And that's Tim.
Probably in the side of the thing.
Oh, there we go. How's that? There's Tim. And we have made it to the river.
Come on, current.
Bye-bye, Lake. How you say it?
Labarge.
Labarge. You were not friendly. You're beautiful, but not friendly.
Oh, it was some of the... Are you kidding me? So my 8 has started locking up on me. All right. To me, the first 30 miles of the Yukon River coming out of Lake LaBarge was the most beautiful, most scenic section of the river. It was also the fastest. Had a couple of pretty good rapids. Unfortunately, as you heard in the last clip, my GoPro 8 was acting up. Wasn't sure what the problem was. Turns out it was due to an aftermarket battery. I thought it was going to be a good bit cheaper. I think I ended up paying like $9 a piece for them. When I got home, after having the problems with them, I decided to go ahead and spring for good GoPro batteries. And off of their website, the good GoPro batteries were only $11 each. So I missed so much beautiful footage. I finally, after lunch, was able to get the GoPro battery back in after it had charged just a little bit, but the amount of filming that I could still do was very, very limited. Fortunately, I was able to get some footage from Tim, and so that's kind of saved this video. All right, we're back. Let me turn this one on too. Back on the Yukon proper. I'm ready for some current. We're gonna roll through here. This cross current, I was afraid it was going to push us over into that.
I'm afraid it's going to rain. The storm holds off.
Well, in all honesty, I'd rather it rain right now than, I mean, if it's just going to rain, because all my stuff's in the dry. I'd like for it not to, and us have time to hang some stuff up to dry today, because I got a lot of wet stuff. My cameras are messing up on me, which is ticking me off, but I'll take a picture of my view right here and I'll put it in right here. Live off. That's pretty gnarly. Hate you couldn't see it. So how would you top this? Getting to carry your Yukon boat on the Yukon River. How do you top that?
I don't. Bringing your Yukon and putting it on the Yukon River below Lake Barrage.
Okay.
The only way to top it.
We've been on the water now for 2.5 hours, I guess. We've already got about 16 miles in. It's a whole lot different on this river where we got current. We just stopped for our first facilities break, and I got out of my dry suit. I was getting hot, sweaty. I was afraid I'd be a little too cool in short sleeves, so I broke this jacket out. My upper body's not going to be much cooler, but my lower body's much cooler. So, okay, we're heading on down the river. Y'all just can't. There's no words. There's no pictures. Can't do it justice. Surreal, massive, and surreal. All right, I'll let you go now. See you later. Love you. Bye. We're making pretty good time. We got a little rapid coming up here. We've already done probably close to 25 miles. But oh yeah, this is gonna be. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Man, I wish I had the cameras going up front. It's pretty good little wave trains going here. Crazy cross currents and stuff in here, so you just gotta be on top of your game. Ooh, yeah, that one just came over the nose of the boat. Pretty solid. That's cool. Did I get my arm wet? I think I did. She's rolling. We just took a little break. We've gone a little over 5 hours and we've done over 30 miles. So we're feeling pretty good. They stopped and ate lunch. I take care of some cameras and stuff and change some clothes out and all that kind of stuff. But we are, I was going to put on my dry suit, but then I decided that I really didn't want to mess with that. My feet are already wet getting in and out of the boat. So but we are rolling. We're rolling right now, and I got some more cameras going. Damn it, I didn't turn that freaking camera on. Trying to do too much on my little measly brain. I'm gonna have lunch here in a few minutes. I got it sitting here in my lap, so I'm gonna eat here in a few minutes. And this is just amazing. This is just amazing. Float plane going into land. Hadn't done a whole lot of videoing today. Had some trouble with my cameras. I'm a little aggravated, but it is what it is. But anyway, we are sitting at about 40 miles already for today, and we're thinking we're gonna try to push on
We need to average 40 miles a day, but every mile we can get extra will be one less mile we have to paddle on Friday. And Friday we've got to be there ready for the shuttle to pick us up at 3 o'clock. So that's going to be a thing. But anyway, we're at 40 miles right now, and we're going into chill out. We're going to see how far we can get today.
Made my day. That's a wild animal. You doing cool?
We just floated by a moose. A big old moose. Hey Dan, it wasn't an Alabama moose either.
Oh, he's going further out. Look at it.
If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys. So not only do these bluffs get water erosion, they get some pretty massive wind erosion. That's pretty spectacular right there. And it's actually causing rocks and stuff to roll off in the river. Good morning, guys. Been having trouble with this GoPro. It's the one I picked up at Unclaimed Baggage the other day. I had it charging last night. I'm gonna try to give it a fresh start today, so maybe we can get going with it. But I want to try it out this morning. The forecast for today is supposed to be mostly sunny. When we went to bed last night, we checked it, and then it rained last night, and we're still a little socked in, so we're not real sure what to expect today. I just asked for another forecast from my inReach. So here's my little tent. This is our camp. That's Rob's. That's Tim's. And Rob is down there already getting ready to go. And here's our boats. And this is the view that we get to wake up to this morning. We're staying on an island tonight. This is just a little branch that comes around and goes around behind the island. The main river is out there about 75 yards. Alright, I'm fixing to eat a bite. Start breaking down camp, get on the river. We want to be on the river by 8 this morning. By 8. So is the sun gonna come out and burn us up all?
I think so.
I had to unhook my voltaic because the skirt wouldn't go on around the cord going in. It kept popping loose. So that's what was taking me so long to get my skirt on.
Or at least 50.
I didn't see another campsite through there, did y'all?
Nah, I think we made a good move there.
Yeah, I do too. It was a good site. I'll be honest, I'd prefer to hang than sleep on my air mattress again, but...
Look at those tracks. Moose, I guess. Getting a drink.
Yeah. Or swimming out to the island. There's a lot of food on that island out there for a moose.
Yeah, it is. They love that stuff. There's tracks right there. Look where a moose walk on the bank. On the right.
Oh, yeah.
I see them right here.
So not only do these bluffs get water erosion, they get some pretty massive wind erosion. That's pretty spectacular right there. And it's actually causing rocks and stuff to roll off in the river. That's pretty impressive.
it's impossible to keep the cameras clean down here. It's wow, y'all. We've been on the river for about an hour. We've already gone over 5 miles, and it's pretty much hadn't been doing a whole lot of paddling, just enjoying the scenery. We're gonna have to pick it up and do a little more paddling, but trip of a lifetime. What can I say? I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I mean, that camera right there on the front of the boat will be showing this. I mean, it's just around every bend. You go, I can't get any prettier. Oh, wow, look at that. It can't get any prettier than that around the next bend. Oh, wow, look at that. Most impressive. Most impressive.
We have made it to the big salmon. Rob's gonna fish a little, I think. While he fishes, I may see if I can grab a granola bar or something out of the bottom of the boat here. There's not the we are fixing to go through a little chute here. Looks like it's actually going to cut a little bit of traffic off. And then we're going to stop, take a little break, just a quick little pee break. I don't think anybody's ready to eat lunch yet. All right. Cannot keep these cameras clean up here. We're splashing water on them constantly. The gravel's rolling off the may be raining, but I've been smelling forest fire smoke now for a couple of hours. You can see, I think you'll be able to see them in the front camera off in the mountains. They're hazy. That's not, I don't think that's rain over there because there's no clouds over those mountains. Whoa, the smoke we're seeing. Boil got me. These little boils pop up in the river every once in a while. It's almost like hydroplaning in a car. We're going to push on. Hopefully it will stop raining by the time we're up to about 27 miles. We were going to go to about 30 and find a place to pull in and have some lunch. Hopefully it'll stop raining by then.
Minutes later.
That is just almost more than a fella can take in.
No, I agree. If I had like a dock sitting here and a pair of binoculars, a spotting scope, man, I'd be in heaven. Put a big 50 pound, you know, like a 200 pounds of salt somewhere with a big red flag or something, and just watch what comes to it. I mean, if you look way up on the very top ridge about 3 o'clock, those could be grizzlies. You just...
Yeah. They're...
No idea. They could... Yeah.
You know, they could just be sitting there foraging and...
Yeah. Without binoculars or scope, you'd have no idea.
Hey, that top one's moving. It's moved from the edge of the green grass over.
Well, that is a critter, and I see it moving too. I see it different shapes.
Yep.
That's a critter.
I don't know what kind of critter, but it is definitely a critter.
I would be inclined to think that is a bear.
Let's just agree that's a bear.
Well, you're my witness.
I'm your witness. You're my witness. So we stopped for lunch. Took me a little longer to get going. I decided to take my jacket off. So, but they're just on up there a little ways. They're still inside. So we just had a big gale of wind come. You couldn't even call that a gust. And it came from across this way. These two boys was out in front of me a good ways. They was probably 100 yards in front of me, and the wind never blew where I was, and it nearly turned them over. There was water sucking off the lake, and by the time it got across the lake, it was a dust devil. I guess it'd be a water spout. It was the weirdest looking thing. I thought they was both about to flip, but they didn't. It pushed Rob backwards across the lake a long way. That was kind of scary. Now it's raining. We just broke the 40-mile mark. Let's see here. We have been paddling for less than 6 hours, averaging 6.7 miles per hour. Top speed was 11 miles per hour. We've got our average for today. We needed an average of 40 miles per day, so we've got that now. So now we are in the golden seats. Anything we get over this is just I can't think of sayings today. So anyway, all right. Yeah, we're doing good. That's 90 miles we've paddled now in 2 days. I think hopefully we'll get 10 more today. I mean, it is only 3 o'clock. We didn't stop till 6 o'clock last night. So if we paddle till 6 o'clock tonight, making 6 miles, that's 4 more hours. I don't think we can. It's 4 more hours. 7, that's 28 more miles. I don't think we'll go 68 miles today. I don't think we'll go 68 miles today. I mean, I feel good. I really do.
Boats set up good. It's just a lot of wind. But we do have storms or rain supposed to be coming in tonight. So that can play a part in it. What are we even doing at this point? Well, we've had a development. I had to stop to text with Shannon and Brian, who's in the other group, has gotten sick, and they're trying to get in touch with us. And apparently it's gone from the Yukon. The message has gone from the Yukon to North Carolina to Pisgah, back to the Yukon. The problem is, while I was doing this, they ran off and left me. So they don't even know that anything's going on. So I'm trying to catch up to them, and it started raining again. This is not cool. Alright, so we have already paddled 60 miles today. We're butt tired, we're dragging, we stink. But we've just, through a relay of messages, because apparently Mitch's inReach and my inReach will not communicate together like we thought they would. Tim and I are headed on. We're going to see if we can get on to Carmack's tonight, so that in the morning we can, if we need to, possibly set up logistics to maybe get a truck to meet them at Little Salmon and see if we can get Brian off the river if we need to. That's the plan. We don't really know if it's a good plan, and I'm sure that there will be some who say it's not a good plan, but right now that's all we can think of to do to try to help. So we stopped and snacked up, and we're going to try to struggle through, at least to get as close to Carmack as we can. It's 25 more miles from here. I don't know. Right now, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty jacked up for several different reasons. So I feel like I could make it, but that is 25 more miles. But we are averaging, let's see, we are averaging 6.5 miles an hour. So maybe if we bump that up to 7 miles an hour, yeah, no, we're not going to make it. I don't think we're going to ever make it tonight. And once again, it's raining. Lovely, lovely, lovely situation and weather. I think I'm going to be hiking or biking for a while after this. No kayaking for a while. should note that we don't really know exactly what is wrong with Brian. So with the limited information we have, we know they've made camp for the night, and we know that they are a good ways behind us. So we've decided that we think our best course of action is, because we can't go back upstream. We can't go back upstream on this river. So we think our best course of action is to continue downstream, and that way if they need us to line up a truck to pick him up, we'll be able to hopefully get that worked out. So I'm sure this is going to make a great story one day, but right now, not so much. Raining again. Thought Sandy'd have a couch. You can see this. Tim says he's committed. He's going all the way. I don't know. That's 15 more miles from here. He's a strong paddler. And I'm feeling all right physically. I mean, I'm feeling all right. I'm just mentally tired. Looks like these last 10 miles we're going to be paddling right into the teeth of it. Here we go. I wish I would have had the camera on for that. So Rob ran off and left us earlier today. Just ran off and left us. And so he already had camp set up. But we're already committed. We're going on to Carmack. So he broke camp down, and now he is pissed. Comes up and cusses me out. I just told him to go on. I wasn't listening to it. up there trying to run Tim down. I'm going to have to talk to Tim. I don't appreciate it. We're doing what we think's best on the information we're given, and he can, he could have stayed in camp. Well, after going and talking to Tim, Rob did come back and apologize. Asked me to forgive him. He said he shouldn't have lost his cool and talked to me that way. I was like, yeah, you're right. But, it's a tense situation. This is crazy. We are nearly 14 hours of paddling, 14 hours of moving time. And these last 30 miles have been miserable. We just broke the 80-mile mark. Tim says we're close. I hope so, and I hope they have a warm shower and at least a gazebo we can set up on there. Possibly even a pavilion. I doubt it. I've been told that they do know there are hot showers. I just hope we can get to them tonight, because I'm going to need one. And I may sleep in the bathroom tonight. I mean, seriously. I may just carry my air mattress in there and sleep in the floor. Alright. After nearly 14 hours, 81.1 miles, it appears we are at the canoe. We are at the we're at the campground.
If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys. We set up camp last night. This is Tim's setup. This is my setup. I'm under my hammock. Or I'm in my hammock under this tarp. And you can see I got quite the gear bomb under there. It was pouring when we got here last night. We got up and we've been trying to communicate, find out what's going on back upriver all morning long. You can see here, this is, guys, y'all cannot imagine the smell. I mean, even here next to that, it still just smells like a pine wood forest. I don't know if you can see how fast that joker's flowing. That's a big river. That's a lot of water. We pulled out right there last night and had to pull our boats up. We left them right here where Tim's is, and then just a little bit ago I pulled mine on over here out of the way because they were loading up some outfitter stuff there. But you can see here, we'll take a little look around the campground. They have little cabins. It's really nice here. They have a shower house and a laundry, restrooms, wash house.
everything. And then they have RV sites. All this through here is tent sites. My boat, I've got everything laid out, trying to get some sunlight and dry. So they're supposed to be here tomorrow at 3 o'clock to pick us up. So we're just trying to chill. We made the decision last night. We were planning to camp at mile 60 on the day yesterday, and just as we got to mile 60, we found out that Brian was sick. And that was all we knew. Brian was sick, needs to get off the river. He's leaving with y'all at Custer. That was the message I got. So that's all we've got. And we were trying to get more information. Couldn't get more information. So Tim and I decided we could not paddle back up this. There was no need in us just sitting there and waiting on them. We couldn't do anything, because we knew they were not going to reach where we were that night for us to help. So we thought the best thing we could do would be to paddle on to here. So we paddled 82 miles yesterday to reach here. And our plan was to try to find someone here in the campground who had a truck and run back up to Little Salmon, which is the first place that this highway comes close to the river. And if they needed us to, we were going to pick Brian up there. So we worked feverishly through the night, way on up into the morning, to try to make contact with them through our inReaches. Finally got in touch with Shane Cooster, who messaged me back and said, no, he thinks he's all right. So, apparently they're pushing on down. We just got word a few minutes ago that they're not even going to try to make it here today. And so we may not even, we've got to leave tomorrow when the shuttle gets here, so we may not even see them tomorrow. They have asked us to leave our battery packs here for them. So we're going to have to try to look around and see if we can find somewhere to charge these battery packs. I do have my voltaic system. Although we don't really have anywhere to set it up. I guess I could just set it up right here in the path and work on charging them. That's what I'm going to do right now. So this is my voltaic system I've got usually have it set up on my boat, but I've got it off of my boat right now to charge. And come in here, and it's plugged through a waterproof plugs, and this goes behind the seat of my boat. And you can see it has a lot of input right now. It's charging good, sitting here in the sun. So I'm charging the voltaic while at the same time through this cord I'm passively charging this block, and so both of those blocks are charging at the same time. My other one is laying up here in the sun. It's charging my phone. It's charging in the sun. It charges itself. I'll just go up here and show you. So this one has been in the sun. It's not currently in the sun. So well, the green light just came on, so it's still charging. I'll set it back over here in the sun. So it's charging while passively charging my phone. So solar is pretty cool for camping trips. All right, everything's drying out good. We're just kind of sitting here relaxing and reminiscing.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
What's up?
So Shane and Brian's already headed down to cook supper. They rented a cabin, so I'm a little jealous, but they came rolling in a few minutes ago. So they caught up with us. Brian is feeling much better, by the way, if I include that in this part of the video, which I'll just about have to explain why we did 82 miles yesterday. But Brian is feeling much better. Matter of fact, from here, he is continuing down the river to Dawson City. He's not pulling off the river at all. So that's good news. We're tickled.
Halfway down, halfway to go.
Yeah. Check out that view. All right, as you know, we're at the campground. We're back. We're about to turn in for, it's actually Tim and I's second night here at the campground. We've got to, we came in late last night in an attempt to what we thought needed to be a rescue. Turns out everything worked out fine with that, so that's always good. But we are just watching the river go by. We've done a lot of work today, actually, getting things dried up and getting things packed up and stuff ready. We'll be leaving tomorrow. Shuttle picks us up. We'll be leaving to go back to Whitehorse, where we'll stay. I'm not sure when Tim flies out, but I don't fly out until today is Thursday. I'll go to Whitehorse, spend the night one night, and then I fly out on Saturday, late Saturday evening, about 4 o'clock. So that will be a thing. Yep. All right. So I lost my balance there, but you can see we got stuff hanging up all over the place, drying because everything had gotten wet. It's kind of late here, but you can see the sun. I mean, the sun hasn't even set yet over there. It's around behind this ridge, but it's still a long time till dark. I would say at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. How long will it be before dark?
What time is it?
I don't know.
Nine o'clock, so probably
About 2 hours.
about 2 hours
Before dark, yeah. Well, Tim, I've enjoyed today.
Me too.
It's been a nice, relaxing day to just dry out stuff and,
Very relaxing day in the Yukon.
Yes. We've just kind of chilled here all day. We've done some laundry. We've dried out stuff. We've packed up, other people's stuff. And we'll just leave that at that. Our little squirrel buddy's running around over here. He's been coming to visit us. Like he'll come right up and jump on the table with you and stuff. Get in your boats, in your hammock, all kinds of fun stuff. So he's the neighborhood pet, I guess. But all right, we're going to
Final night.
Yeah, this is our final night of the trip. Well, actually, when do you fly out?
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. So it's the final camping night of the
Yeah,
trip.
final camping. We'll be in a hotel tomorrow night.
There he goes. Did y'all see him? He just ran under my hammock. But we still got one more night, but we'll be in hotels. Different hotels, actually. But, yeah, over there goes. Out from under my hammock, out through there. But we'll get up in the morning, get everything packed up, and we'll be ready to go.
can barely hold this camera up. That left arm hurts bad. Shane, Brian, leaving out of Custer, headed on to Dawson City.
Dawson City.
I'm envious. I'm envious.
Wish you could come.
Yeah, we wish we could too.
Yeah, you don't need to work.
Oh, they like it when I pay the bills.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, guys. Best of luck to you. We're gonna help get them in the water here.
You ready?
Ready. I gotta pull a boat.
Here we are, day 6.
All right, guys, thought I'd show you around the campground here a little bit. They have these really nice little cabins. I haven't seen inside of any of them, but they look really nice, and the cleaning crews work really hard. We have seen that. They have several of these, and then this one is facing the river coming up through here. Then this is just kind of a common area here behind the main store building. They have a large screened in dining area here. They just last week or so had a fire in the kitchen and had some smoke damage, so they have moved in a food trailer. I'll go around and show that to you in a minute. It actually just opened up yesterday, but we got to eat. We have eaten like kings while we've been here. Lots of burgers. This is kind of a common area here. They got a big deck. They got these bicycles that you can rent. I don't know where you'd ride them, just to be honest. This is a tent area. This is where we camped. We camped right up there. I don't know if you can see that canoe way up there, but we camped up there by it. Let's see here. I got some moose antlers and skull laying right there. That's kind of cool in this little decorative area. An old boat. It's a very popular place. Lots of road travelers stop in here on their way through. Lots of trucks coming by. There's a lot of, pretty good bit of traffic. But this is the coal mine campground, and this is their little food trailer that they've got set up for right now. Typically they're in that building. This is the RV part, and I really don't think they have any hookups. I think it's just a place to pull off for the night. And so you can see they got several little pull-offs here. Every night there's several, come in and go. These two right here were occupied last night by 2 Class C's, and it was two older couples that were obviously friends, because they pulled in their campers to where the side doors opened, and they just set them up at their little camp area in between and had their little camp area here. It was pretty neat. And that's Kaysen. Kaysen's my buddy. He's a worker here at the campground. He's helped us out a lot with different projects. He's a good guy. I believe this is the owner's camper, and that's where her cats play. So that's pretty cool. Those cats were out in there all day. This is the restroom shower house. They also have laundry in there, and it's very, very clean. Men and women's washrooms. You can fill up your tanks, water tanks right there. Let's see here. And they have some more cabins down through here, as you can see. And then, I thought this was really cool. On top, that's their hot water system. It's solar, and it works, buddy. That's some hot water. And so then around here, they have their laundry and shower rooms. And then right down in here is where we camped. I think my hammock was between those two trees, and Tim's tent was right in here. The Cooster brothers, when they came in last night, they rented a cabin. And so that was handy for them. You can see river access is right there. There's two docks. There's a dock on either side of the slip there. You could not put a motorboat in right there. That water is too swift. And I'll be honest with you, we came in on the river. I have no idea how far it is to any town. Nothing. I have not been. We came in off the river, and we've been right here, and this is all I've seen. There's a sign that says, Carmack's, welcome to the hub of the Yukon. Coal mine, campground, and canteen. The best food and cabins. Buses are welcome. Canoe rental. They do have an ATM here. So that really compete. Oh wait, no, I got to show you this. So those of you that are into canoeing, kayaking, and all, kind of like I am, there's this thing called the Yukon River Quest. It's like a 1,000-mile canoe and kayak race. The coal mine campground is a checkpoint for that race. They do 1,000 miles down the Yukon River. As you can see, the boats are all rigged up. It is a really big deal. Yukon River Quest, canoe and kayak race. But this is a mandatory stage, 24-hour staging. So they have to stop here and rest for 24 hours. All right. Yep, it's on. So here we are driving across
the Carmack's Bridge.
The Carmack's Bridge.
And the SS Keno went down the river in 1960. My grandfather took it down the river, and he had to go because the stacks wouldn't fit underneath the bridge. So they had to remove the stacks, and he had to back the steamship backwards underneath the bridge in order to get it through. And there was a clearance of like maybe about, I don't know, 6 inches. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And this is our shuttle driver, Maxine.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Am I gonna be on TV?
Probably be on YouTube, yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes, yeah. Okay, cool. I'll give you a sticker if I can remember what pocket. Oh, I got them right here. Remind me to give you a sticker so you can remember which channel. You can look us up later.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
Yay.
So we have gotten in our shuttle and we are headed back to Whitehorse.
Hour and a half.
An hour and a half, yes.
Depends on how heavy my toe is.
Well, you know. Around and you give us the history. Tell us what road we're on, and then.
Well, this is the corner of the North Klondike Highway, which goes to Dawson City. You can also go to the top of the World Highway and go up to Fairbanks, and then on to Anchorage or wherever. And then this is the Alaska Highway. Alaska Highway goes from I think Fort St. John to Fairbanks. It was built in 7 months by the U.S. Army, and as well with other people that lived in the towns along the way, I guess. And I think a big part of that was an African-American sector of the Army was really big up here. So there you go. There's my little spiel.
Never ridden on the
Alaska Highway before. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go. They also call it the Alcan, eh?
Alcan.
So, yeah. Yeah, what a feat.
Yeah.
River King hat. I baptize ye in the Yukon River. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys. We go again. Yep, wrong button.
Bring a ladder?
Yeah, it's a pain in the tail. It's a pain in the tail to put those boats up on top. Which with two people it won't be as bad.
Going down and then had to restart it.
Look, y'all have your own camera now.
I see
Thanks.
I knew Misty would be fired up about it.
Happy. So happy.
So, where are we going?
North Carolina.
And what are we going for?
You got to go get your boat
Oh, yeah.
from where you went to Canada. And then while we're there, I'm going to go purchase a boat myself.
Did you bring the cash?
God, I knew I forgot something.
I've been asking right all the way up here.
Of course I got it.
Did you get?
Yeah, she's been... Did you get everything you need to bring both boats back? Yes, I got 4 straps. 4, you know.
You know what the worst part is? Like yesterday, right before I left work, I was like, okay, I'll go by the bank, get the money, blah, 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 blah. I got home and I was fixing something to eat. Missy texted me, said, you go get your money? And I was like, crap, no. So I wound up and said, I'll go get it as soon as I eat. And then when I went to eat, I was, when I went to get it, I was like, God, school traffic.
Yeah,
slowing down, and I'm like, well, there's Brad. I was like, I wonder if I see Brad in the bus, and it's like, hey, well, there he is.
Yeah, it's not very bright.
Okay. All right, so we're going to Canada. No, we're not going to Canada. We're going to retrieve my camping gear from Canada, from the Canada trip. I need to text him. He had told me to come by anytime, but the problem is I don't know where By is. I don't know where he lives. So I'll text him.
He lives in North Carolina.
After a while. He lives within 5 minutes of Mitch. I know that.
Okay, let's finish this episode with can turn that light off because it is so bright.
Okay. What are we finishing up?
Going to get in the boats.
Oh, we're going to get to boats. Is that finished? Enough for y'all?
It's your choice, but that is really hurting my eyes.
No, that's what they call it. Yeah, you're about to get into an area up here where it says like
One year it was pretty. Yeah, it was a pretty trip.
surely nobody would open something that smells that horrendous on purpose. So, here, hold on. So what's your, it can't see you anyway, it's too bright and sunny behind it. So what's been your favorite part of the trip thus far? The doggy poop cleanup?
No,
Oh, okay.
just the views. You can't beat the views on this trip.
The views are nice. The views are nice.
And I love North Carolina rocks.
She loves North Carolina. North Carolina rocks that have, what's it called?
Mica, M-I-C-A.
Mica. M-I-C-A.
Look how pretty. See, I didn't get out and look
Yeah.
when we were here before.
It's weird, but I thought the creek would be flowing the other way.
Look, we could take a picture with our shadows.
It does feel like it would be, don't it?
See?
Yeah.
Wave.
Nice. No, it was like $12.
What on earth did we just pay for?
$96.
Is Outlander here today? Are the people here? What?
Yeah.
What on earth have we done?
Begin audio tour CD now. Like we got anything to play a CD in this car?
Oh my god.
Did they give you a CD?
Yes.
I thought we were gonna.
There's
That's,
people.
yeah,
Did-
that's where the Highland Games are too.
Did
Hurry up and send him some money. He might need that for the rest of the trip.
Well, I probably don't have signal to right now.
Well, I have signal.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I
God.
forgot to see that too. No walking. Well, heck, I ain't gonna walk for $96.
Yeah.
We're at Grandfather Mountain State Park. And
None of us looked it up to see if it might cost.
Well, we've been here before.
we've been here. It was like $12 for us to get in January. I mean, it was.
Maybe because it was January and not fall or something.
I mean, I know it wasn't that expensive.
No.
What's she say about the bridge? Have you ever been before, or are you going to it?
I don't know. I was too busy going, 96 freaking
Dad
dollars.
was like,
Huh?
I said, how much? Because I thought that's what she said. And he went, $96. And then I turned around and went, what? That's Grandfather Mountain.
Y'all want to get out and see it?
Yeah, $96.
I'd like to drive up on it if I'm gonna pay that much.
The clouds make it look super like
Scary.
We
you know
we
what?
come to
It
look at
looks
this
like
mountain.
The Grinch.
We come to look at this mountain for
It's
$96.
the Grinch Mountain.
Let's give us tickets to walk across the bridge. Your shoes are in the way. Okay.
Not-
Good.
The fog's kind of gone off the mountain now.
Yeah. Look, it's so pretty.
tickled, and now everything's gonna tickle.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Hey, look, there's Grandfather Mountain. It was $96. She's laughing at the phone. She's laughing at it.
Come on, let's take a picture. Let's take a picture, okay?
Let me make sure I get the mountain back. Come right there, Misty.
Fred's gonna have his head.
Oh man, that's so funny. Yeah, we're just getting angry.
Is it Grandfather Mountain even in it?
Yeah, right there. See it? Right there.
Hey, look.
Right there above your head, like little devil horns. Same. That's probably where they set up when they was doing the
Forrest Gump ran this curve. How funny is that?
Wonder how many times you're in it.
I don't know, but look down in there.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
It's so pretty.
Whoa.
Engine kicked on.
We need to go up here. Remember, we went up here.
Well, Brad, you know where we need to go. Mile High Swing Bridge. Just a swinger. Is this a one-way in?
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't have.
I need a Snapchat story.
Forrest Gump ran this curve. And those people are driving it.
That's like just there and over.
Josh walks up and goes, "Whoa!" I told you. It's
Like, you're there.
yeah.
I wish I'd have videoed that.
It makes my legs quiver. I don't like it. Oh, we get to go.
Sweet. So lucky Shannon. Lucky Shannon don't.
Uh-oh. Your check engine light's on.
Yeah, you gotta come over here.
It's kind of interesting how the anchors are in different spots.
See that up there?
Yep. You going up there?
Okay.
Don't believe them two are going.
You're taking a picture of them? You hear what I'm saying, but you're not impressed. You haven't stepped up. You haven't even stepped. Really good.
Look at it down through there.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the most structurally.
A little squeaky. Easy.
Now we're a mile. We're already in the middle of the bridge. I don't know what to do.
Whoa.
Mommy, quit.
shifts as you're walking, so
Yeah.
your foot placement shows your distance, and that just adds to and amplifies the movement.
There was a little punk jumping up and down on it back there behind you a while ago. I wanted to turn around and yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The other girl came halfway with me. She goes, I got to turn around.
You know, the crazy part is the ski lodge thing is still in the same place.
Yeah.
Kind of oriented. Well, we came down to meet.
Sorry,
I mean, you might as well.
We had
There you
down
go.
in Alabama. They met us up here halfway.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
One and done experience for you, Elise.
Not necessarily. The bridge I could leave for sure.
And then tell them to look here.
Keep going.
Shannon and them are way over there. Oh, I see. Excuse me.
I was gonna. Oh,
This is a view.
yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of it.
I remember taking a picture of Doug from over here. Like, Doug? Well, Mark's dad.
Oh, I took him up here one day.
So that's the ski resort. There's a slope right there. That's probably where the ski. Yeah, and you see that? It's probably in boom right there.
What's that say?
I mean, like skiing would sound fun right now. No, I said skiing would sound fun. Like over there.
I feel like I'm in one of those, you know, Instagram versus reality post, reels, whatever.
We were watching the other day. We stood in that spot for about 10 minutes.
Except I haven't got the Instagram
And we're like,
portion
okay,
of it
well,
yet.
I'll just tell them that we're on the trail, and so I tried to tell you that.
Just the reality portion of it.
I'm sure.
It's crazy. So many people.
Don't pull my shirt and show my curves.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It is beautiful. And then you got a little monkey jumping on the bridge, trying to be a little monkey.
Where are you guys from?
Dude.
Originally?
Well,
California.
hold up. Well, we moved it in the get it from my office.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it's a little shakier up here than, it's a little less sturdy. Which I know it's supposed to be a swinging bridge. I know it's supposed to be a swinging bridge. But holy moly. She swings. Know that for sure.
Jump for the trees.
I see my baby. I see my baby. I see my baby. Oh no, these people are like stopping in my way to take stupid pictures.
It's taking a long way.
Long way. Okay. Are you hot?
Hey baby.
Hey.
Missed you all. Let's go.
I could tell you kept waving. Where's Josh?
I don't know.
You'll have to tell me how to get on ASOP if we stay another night.
We will. And
I can text Whitney.
Well, here's the thing.
Are you videoing?
The dealership isn't. Oh.
God darn it. What the heck?
Why?
I would sit down and cry, but it won't do no good. I would pick it up. If you'll take this stuff from my hands, I'll pick it up. I will pick it up.
I bumped the thing and it rolled
It's
right
not
off.
like, I don't even know where I got it.
I got a...
No, it's not a. Here, drop that in there.
Here, I've got a garbage bag right here. That's what I'm trying to...
I got
garbage bag right here.
Garbage.
Are you getting this on video? Awesome.
Well, I mean, why not?
Yeah, I just have one shoe.
No, the other one's under there.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so last June, Shannon and I got stranded on the side of the interstate and thought we were going to have to sleep at a rest station. Squidly came to the rescue, picked us up. So we went and bought a brand new car with bumper to bumper 100,000 mile warranty, so we didn't have to worry about it. Where are we now, babe?
We are in Blowing Rock, North Carolina, stranded, but we are stranded in Blowing Rock, North Carolina, a great place.
With a hotel.
With a right down the road from a hotel.
Yeah, we were able to drive to a hotel,
It
which
is under warranty, so we won't have to pay for it to be fixed.
but we are having to pay
for the hotel room and the rental car for up to 3 days, as long as it doesn't take more than 3 days. Well, it's Saturday right now.
It's Saturday.
It's been open until Monday, and this is not cool.
We are not happy campers right now.
We're trying to focus on our blessings. God is good.
And I've got one thing to add. Bad trips make great stories.
You're gonna have to quit saying that. It's over. You'll never use that one again.
We need to do
never again.
We need to do a live and see who jumps on it. Do a mountains and more live.
You have got to.
See if we can get some
I promise
action.
you're gonna have to change that. I'm so serious. Yeah.
Bad trips make great stories. I've been thinking about that for a little while. I've been waiting to say it.
The adventure is there's 4 people here that need to go to work Monday that may not get to. So, yeah.
The whole point of us being here was Brad was coming to pick his kayak up from a guy at his house from going to his Canada trip, and I was coming to buy a kayak.
And now we have no way to, right now we don't even have a way home.
We gotta call a rental company.
Oh
and they're not open.
None of the rental companies open until Monday.
Rental cars don't, they think
Hey, here's our wrecker.
don't need help on the weekends or at night.
Here's our rental. I mean our wrecker.
I'm gonna roll this.
Well, hello, puppy dog. You want to make me feel better? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Later day.
Well. You know what they say? Even bad adventures make great stories. Y'all. If it would help, I would cry. So, are you not going to open? Am I stuck in a freaking elevator? Yeah, I was just on the elevator and I was standing against the door and the door wouldn't open and I kept mashing the button, Yeah. I was standing right against the door and I kept hearing something behind me. I finally turned around, the door's open.
Yeah, I was standing there and I was like, trying to register it. And Missy's like, hey. I'm like, what?
But I was on there by myself. I was like, am I stuck on this elevator by myself?
Well, I almost mashed the basement because when I looked at it, it had a B, but I could just look like a brick. And I almost mashed it. I was like, what's the basement?
We get stuck there till Monday.
Don't what?
So don't take us to the basement. We'll get stuck there till Monday.
Good morning. It is Sunday. Oops, wrong one. Sunday, September 18th, maybe. This is our current view. Yeah. Blowing Rock is kind of socked in with fog this morning. Y'all like my stylish raincoat? This is thanks to Misty, because my raincoat is still in, well, I nearly said North Carolina, but I'm in North Carolina. My raincoat is still in, let's go down this way.
Trailer.
In with my camping gear that we can't get to. So Josh and I are on a mission and we have to walk like
a mile and a half,
about 3 miles there and back in tennis shoes, and we're going to be soaked.
and my pants are getting wet.
Oh yeah, mine too. I'm getting soaked. And heavier rain is coming in, according to the radar. We asked for permission to wait until the rain stopped, and that was not granted. So, here we go. We are going to try to find me a raincoat, because currently I'm wearing Misty's. We are going to try to find
couple of other things that Shannon was wanting just to make the day a little more comfortable. And this is the weather that we're going to find it in. So here we go. So we're on our way back. At least it ain't raining. With our spoils. And it stopped raining. So I've got a raincoat now. And it quit raining. But it has quit raining. Check it out. We're back in the clouds.
So you can eat all their food because it comes from a restaurant.
Sitting in the lobby on our phones. Josh and I are both watching the same premiere. Shannon's watching TikToks. I don't know what Misty's doing. I guess this is morning 3. Yeah, morning 3 of this basically what was supposed to be a one-day trip. We're home. This is not the Tucson Dodge Charger, and we, just to be perfectly honest, did not enjoy the ride. I mean, it got us here, but we'd much rather have our Tucson. But that's a wrap on another crazy trip. This whole Yukon thing, this is just the trip that just keeps on giving. You people that choose to do this every day, there's something wrong with you. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys.
Let's go. In 300 feet. Turn left on County Road 61.
Attack of the giant moth. Well, it is currently
Turn left on County Road 61.
3:38. And here we go again. To North Carolina.
In 2 miles, turn left on State Route 71.
In an attempt to retrieve my boat and camping gear. Probably going to be a solid 20 hours of drive time over the next 2 days. 7:33 local time. Sun hasn't come up yet, but we got to stop at Tim's. You met Tim in the Yukon series. My boat and camp gear from the Yukon series is still at Tim's house. We've had a few little hiccups in trying to get up there to get them. This will be, is this 4 or 5 trips to North Carolina for me this year?
I'm not sure. It's my second one. Second trip.
Came in January. We came. No, this will be 4, I think. Came in January. Came in July, dropped my boat and stuff off. Came back in September to try to pick my boat and stuff up. Failed trip, but we still made it to North Carolina.
Now we're going in October.
Oh wait, me and Shannon came and picked her car up.
Oh yeah.
And now this one. So this is my 5th trip to North Carolina since January. So yeah, fun stuff. But then when we pick my boat up at Tim's, we're also going to be loading up another boat.
Hazard reported ahead.
All right. We're also going to be loading up another boat to deliver to Pete of the River Kings channel. And we're going to go drop off a boat with him and
get my boat.
And pick up Josh's boat that he has bought.
From Pete.
From Pete. This is just Brad's boat delivery service, I guess. It works. What are you most excited for?
Getting my boat finally.
Getting his boat. Yeah, you bought this boat in what? The end of August or 1st of September?
It's been a while.
Yeah, and here we are, October the 21st, and we're just now getting up here to get it. So
Pete's been very patient.
Yes. We made it to Tim's. I forgot we haven't given an update or anything. We didn't film any at Tim's.
What the heck?
We made it to Tim's, picked up my boat on this side, Pete's boat on that side.
Technically, it's my boat right now.
And we're about 20 minutes away from Saxby Campground. We're going to go ahead and get checked in there, get Josh's tent set up or whatever, hammock, whatever he decides to do. I'm just sleeping in my truck.
I guess if I really wanted to camp, I could just sleep cover it with a blanket on the ground.
Or you could pull a cam and just sleep under the leaves.
Yeah.
As of right now, it appears that everything made it. I didn't see my life jacket in that box.
I didn't even look in your box.
I just glimpsed in it, but my life jacket's was always on the top.
147 for North Carolina 87 toward Graham, Pittsburgh.
You might not have a life jacket.
I might not have a life jacket either.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, because that was a really good life jacket, and it may be down in there. 147 right here.
147. Then
Yeah.
turn right onto North Carolina 87 Exit south. 2 exit 147 North Carolina 87 toward Graham, Pittsburgh.
I don't know if y'all can hear the GPS direction devices.
Use the right lane to turn right on North Carolina 87 south toward Pittsburgh.
But Brad's is telling us and mine's telling us. Ain't nothing like a bunch of women
Turn
telling
right
you
on
what
North
to do and where
Carolina
to drive.
87 south toward Pittsburgh.
Interrupting your conversation.
North Carolina 87 south for 10 miles.
Interrupting your conversations to tell you what to do.
That's Josh. Send all complaints to Josh.
Continue straight for 12 minutes down the road.
At Josh CK
93.
Arrived at your destination.
I'm assuming we're going down here.
Probably. Look at there. There he is. You just gonna make it difficult. You could have backed down here.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
guess you didn't see the text.
No.
Sit back into the. Good to see you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I'll let you sit up front if you want. That way
No,
you
jump up there.
That way you can direct traffic.
I like. I don't know you guys. I don't trust you. But I like to be behind you.
Well, don't go digging around that green bag then.
Okay.
What's in the green bag?
I put my pistol in there. Might have to keep my eye on him.
Want me to ground guide you?
No, I can get it.
We backed into some hairy places.
Josh has got to move his arm.
Yeah, that's I was putting it there like
I can't do it looking
You have to
looking
choose
at the
one or
trailer.
other.
No, I can't do it looking at the trailer. I have to do it looking in the mirrors.
I got
because I drove a little Debbie truck for so long pulling a trailer.
Yeah.
I got to where I could stick one about anywhere. I could stick one in places that a lot of people couldn't park cars. But the problem is I can't turn around and look at it and do it.
Right on.
Bro. Yeah, he's pretty good at it.
Easy now. I put it in 4-wheel drive, keep from spinning your gravels, and now it's wanting to spin the gravels because they're cutting it. There we go. Oh yeah. All right, which way we go down here?
Right.
We were looking for the River King World Headquarters sign out here.
Oh, I had to keep it a little low key. You're lucky the gate guard was off today.
Oh yeah. The GoPro's going up here.
Yeah.
It just doesn't flash, so.
I figured you'd have one going.
Oh, I got it with me. I don't have it going yet.
There we go. We got some battery going now. Well, Pete, it was good to finally get to paddle with you. We've only been working on this for what, about 4 years now?
Yeah, I was gonna say 4, maybe 5, at least 4 years.
At least, yep. Got Josh's boat.
Got me a boat.
Headed back to Alabama finally.
He tested it today. It does work.
Yeah.
Does work.
Yeah. It doesn't find rocks as well as mine though.
No. Yours is unique as far as the ability to find those rocks.
Rock eater.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a chance for us to get on one of the rocks because he was already
I was there. Well, all right. We're fixing to head on back to camp and then
head on back to Alabama in the morning.
Yeah.
Long drive.
Well, y'all be safe.
We'll try.
Yeah. Can't wait till the next time, guys.
Heck yeah.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Be
See you,
good.
mate.
Have
Dang it. We're driving along, singing a song. Happy days are here.
Maybe we'll get past these trees and see it.
Pretty. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Look at
Can
it.
you see that? Look at it. Would you just look at it? I know it's bouncing, but okay.
I was able to get more stuff.
I know y'all probably can't see, but we've got cars lined up behind us for a good mile.
Yeah, at least a mile.
A good mile that we can see, because there is one car up here in front of this truck and stuff that's just riding in the lane running 70 miles an hour. That's what I'd like to do.
I ain't ate a dehydrated meal. I don't know when.
If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures.
You got some in your box.
I got some in my box, but
Remember to get out and find your own
they're all
adventure,
the ones you gave
because
me,
even
but you
bad
can't get no more.
adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us
But
today, guys.
I carried a meal per day